Hey, what is up guys, we're here. Welcome back to Let's Play Test Drive Destruction. Last time we left off, we did a little bit of grinding and finally be able to get a bunch of upgrades on that car. So we might be able to be a bit more competitive, because last time I tried to do a race off screen. Good old Bulldog was a bit slow and the Venom was starting to be a bit slow too. His computers at this point in the game are extremely fast. But without further ado, folks, it's time to do another Eve, and hopefully we'll be able to break these guys' face. Also, as you notice, the max price is a lot higher now that we're reaching those Eves. But anyways, Havoc Assassins, let's do this. With the Venom, obviously, because that little piece of car is gotten pretty damn upgraded. I might do a little bit of a bet after this Eve as well, just to make sure that we have enough money to purchase a car. Because I don't think the Bulldog's gonna be able to be useful in this race, so I think we'll be selling both the Fillmore and the Bulldog for a possible Rocket or a Gladiator if possible. I would rather have a Gladiator than a Rocket, but you know, it depends. The Rocket obviously is faster, but the Gladiator is a bit more sturdier than Rocket, and sturdiness just means less repairs, and that's what I like about Gladiator. Also, for some odd reason, I kind of break way too much on that one. Also, I kind of like Gladiator a little bit more. I like the style of it, but it's been too long, so I don't remember why I didn't actually like the Rocket that much. Technically, it's a plain superior car, except for durability. But in my memories of this game a while ago, I used to prefer the Gladiator a lot more. And beside resilience, I don't know what the Gladiator has to offer more. I don't remember. Maybe it was because it was slightly slower, which means at the end of the day it was a little bit easier to handle. That could have been it. But to be quite frank, I don't obviously remember that much, so I can't really tell you. Also, I'll try to push up these guys a little bit, because I would like to have a little bit of hits. Also, this is gonna be bad. This is a freaking whip around race, and I have the Venom equipped. Good thing we got that one durability upgrade, because to be quite frank, that car would have suffered greatly. And also, now that we have that speed of ours upgraded, that thing is just way too fast. Also, I'll be doing this flip on this side. Oh fuck, that's bad. I hate doing that. Doing that on this side is a bit better, but you'll just get fracked anyways. I think we might be able to restart. I mean, we might be forced to restart this because I don't have any money to actually let the actual car die. I could try to just clutch it, but to be quite frank, that last collision is just bad. Come on, don't hit me. Seriously, don't. Let's ninja this. And that, ladies and gentlemen, I believe is a clutch. I don't understand why the car survived, but I'm not gonna complain, except I'm stuck with a really slow car for the rest of the Eve, but you know, it's okay. Okay, this is not gonna be good. 7% elf. How much money can I put into this? It's a figure 8 though. I'll be using the Bulldog, but how much money can I put into this? Have about like $500, which could give us a bit of HP. Because like I said, I don't think the Bulldog's gonna be able to do anything good. The Bulldog at this point is near obsolete, even though it's still a fast car. It's just that computers nowadays just are so goddamn quick. I suspect them of mildly cheating, by the way, because I've seen in a few, it's been for quite a few episodes that I've seen cars that are not supposed to be that fast that are kinda fast for what they are. Obviously, the cars doesn't make the driver. What I mean by that is that obviously the driver is important in how fast you're going, but this game in particular, in certain races, just like Figure 8 and other races where the track is not really complex, in those tracks, the car is a bit more important than the driver itself, because it's like having low handling in those like just you saw there, the guy in front of me didn't skid when he did the same exact curve. So on those kind of track, the car is a bit more important than the driver. And to be quite frank, the guy in front of us, I believe, has more handling than us because he's capable of doing those curves without losing much speed. We are losing a lot of speed because we have to because we're sliding a lot. Might try to take these curves a little bit wider just so to slide a little bit less. And god damn it, trying to win here, guys. Mash the back button like always. Mash it, mash it, mash it. Sometimes the game is like, I'm not gonna give you the ability to respawn until you flip your car and waited for like 5 seconds on the roof while you're obviously... Oh, that guy got unlucky. Poor him. Not gonna complain. God damn it. Sometimes the debris in the race can be rather annoying, as you notice. And as you notice again, seems like tires in this game has the weight of a freaking brick. Stack of brick. And again, if you actually use the Venom, how destroy would have been there. This kind of reason. Oh, you're not going away. You're not getting away with this. I'm gonna capitalize on this, you silly bastard. And you're going to capitalize as well, you asshole. Come on. Now I'm kind of stuck. Oh, come on. Seriously. Sometimes, man. Sometimes it's just that you're in those kind of days where you just get smacked in the middle of the track and then fall away from the track and just get stuck in a bunch of cars. Because... oh god, I need the Venom back. I really need it. Bulldog is not good enough. Send speed. Ouch. It's a shortcut race, it's not that bad. Yeah, let's sink all of our money into this. No, I don't want to repair it. It's very damaged, but I'll have to use it. Because a Bulldog is not good enough for a shortcut race. Also, I have to find money somewhere. Grinding will definitely be in order after this Eve. Also, I hope we'll be able to win this. I don't want another... we lost one Eve so far, and I don't want to lose another one. Because my pride's at stake here. Do not want to lose another one. Also, the fact that we've been not grinding at all, like basically not getting any bets. At first it was okay, but it's starting to feel a lot, because at this point in the game, I usually have a lot more money than this. And I usually have a rocket or two. But then again, when I usually play this, and I actually don't bother doing bets, I actually also save scum, so I don't actually lose them. Although it's kind of rare to actually lose bets in this game, because technically speaking, you don't go for bets that you're not supposed to win. Basically, you don't go against cars that are a lot superior than yours, and you'll be alright. That being said, I only did like 2 episodes worth of betting, so to be quite frank, we are kind of under money. That's the point. I did a lot to save money, but to be quite frank, it wasn't enough from what I've seen, and that we are at the point in the game where I think I'm gonna have to do a lot more. And I don't want to do that. Because I could do it off screen, but I don't know, man. I don't know about doing stuff off screen. When it's like a failure on the part of the guy, basically the guy lost a super long level and you have to do the entire thing, I'm okay with doing that off screen, but doing kind of grinding and stuff like that, I don't know if I should or I should not, to be quite frank. But I'll still do a few bets after this Eve. Anyway, Red Rover. Okay, let's... Good question. Should I use or should I not? They're both extreme damage and they're both not gonna survive this. Fillmore, you're up. It's been a while, but you're up.
We're just about ready to start. Drivers, don't be bashful about using
Thought I'll never use you again, but I guess I'm gonna take you out of your retirement because we need you. Not because you're good, but because you're the only thing that still has a bit of durability on it. And that is saying a lot. I'll be able to see the lines because I don't want to get taken out. But this one doesn't have a what I call a kill zone. What I mean by kill zone is just basically a little bit of space between the wall and the back of the box that kills you if you actually go out. Computers are very aggressive in this game mode, as you notice. They will try to ram you for absolutely no good reason besides the fact that, you know, they're computers. Also, you gotta be careful because getting first in the box means that also you're getting first to get smacked by like literally everybody. So some of these guys got fairly fast cars. Our car is quite bad, so the way we get into the box is very important. Because that means we are going to be able to... Come on. Oh, fuck. Oh, you ass. You complete and utter ass. Oh god, we're second Eve. The Venom is not... Should I risk it? That's the question. The Fillmore also died. Oh boy. Yeah, fuck it, I'll risk it. This is gonna be a Phil episode, because to be quite frank, in this episode there's a lot of fail. But to be honest, we've been on quite a luck streak. It's the first episode where we actually get a bunch of bad stuff happening to us, so, you know, it was bound to happen. And freaking telephone, I'm not gonna answer that because I can't. Also, I'm alone at my home, so there's nobody to answer that. So if you hear a telephone ring in the background, I apologize for that. There's nothing I can actually do about that. Hopefully these guys are gonna call again and gonna leave a message. If they do recall again, I hope they're patient because they won't get an answer for about 30 minutes. And I don't mind. I hate the telephone. At my house, it's like the telephone perpetually just rings. So to be quite frank, I've gotten such a huge hatred of the phone that 99% of the time I just don't answer. I answer when I feel like it, so to be quite frank, nobody's gonna call at my own, but if anybody call at my own, the best thing is... I mean, a lot of people call at my own, but if the best way to reach me if one would call at my own would be to just leave a message, because I've been so traumatized with the phone that no way I'm picking that up. Also, if I would to pick up the phone every time, I would never be able to play any online game because I would be always getting out of a match just to insert the freaking phone. That would be a lot of losses. That would be also very annoying for said teammates. Knowing the fact that I'm the first one to completely and utterly scream at my teammates when they rage quit a game. Because I hate that, because it's just that no matter how good you are, if your entire team rage quit, there's not much you can do by yourself. So therefore, I kinda hate people who rage quit. Unless they're feeding. If they're feeding, that's understandable. So everybody has those bad days where they feed, but if they're just doing a bad game or anything, they could at least stay. I know it's annoying to get yourself always punched in the face repeatedly, but at least you're kinda helping your team by taking one for it. Because no matter how bad you are, if you're actually helping out the objective, even though you're getting bashed all the time, you're still helping out the objectives. By the way, here it's gonna be bad because... oh god. I'll have to use the Outlaw. I cannot afford any physical contact. Also, the Outlaw is fairly burly, so... should be able to... fairly burly, but not fast enough, apparently, to get a decent hit. Although it was fairly fast. It's for 86, that's good. That should help the ranking a little bit. Now we're back to first. Okay, so now we just need to do a fairly good round derby and then lose all our money to repair all the cars. That is life on the speedway of dirt and destruction. That guy was fairly damaged. Only a little hit and the guy's already dead. Also, I would like... Oh god, that's bad. I would like to try to get as little damage as possible here because I don't want my I don't have to repair my derby demolition car as well because, you know, I make a lot of money. A lot of money that I'm not willing to spend. Although, as you can see, the Outlaw is quite a monster. It does a ton of damage, so it's fairly easy to get a kill. So it should be an easy win for us. What I mean, as you can see, they're just touching us and they explode. It's kind of like the tank in GTA. Come on! Ah, here you go, little buddy of ours. You're a little bit sturdy, aren't you? Well, you're an Empire, it's kind of understandable, but I'm still gonna say this. You're kind of going to eat it. I apologize for that. I always thought the Empire was one of the most awesome cars in the game, but I'm not gonna be gentle on it. Here you go. Fairly difficult win was fairly difficult, but we got it. Got a lot of money for it, but a lot of that money is just gonna actually get instantly out of our pockets for repairing fees. And yes, I would like to save. I don't do that in case of the episode crash, but I don't really have a choice here because I'll be doing wagers, and I know I'm not supposed to do that, but I think I'll reload if I lose a wager here because I'm in a position where money is a bit tight because I've been doing enough wagers. So let's repair these. Seriously, man. Look how much cash it's costing. Let's see. Okay, so we have the Fillmore, which is 1,000. We have the Bulldog, which is 2,000. To rent it all 3,000. And the actual Venom, which is 7,000. So, but we're not gonna sell it. So we have 5,000 money to actually buy a new car with it, which is far from being enough. So that's a good thing I saved, because we are going to have to do wagers, because there's no way in hell that we're gonna have enough money to survive at the end of the game going the way we're going. Again, noting the fact that we kinda lost half our money from the Eve just in actual repairs. So to Troy's place, let's see if there's any fish in the pond. 500 rocket. That is totally not worth it. I'm sorry, it's totally not worth it. 500, half a grand for a rocket. It's kind of like asking a little bit too much. I'm not gonna wager that much on a race that is going to be probably very hard. That's probably gonna result in us losing the little bit of money that is our lifeline currently. So I'm gonna very, very carefully take that hill here, because I don't want to spend any more money in repairs. And let's see if we can actually find anything interesting at the other betting place. Hopefully we are going to find that. I'm looking for the Holy Grail. $1,000 with an easy car. That is kind of it. There's that little moth here. A prince. Enter narrow an empire for $1,000. That should cover up the repairs. And 2 friends. Let's do this. If we win this, I'll save and I'll end the episode right now, because I don't have much time, and also I'm afraid that recording still crap up, because he'll have that paranoia from all the times the recording crapped out while recording this game. So yeah. And probably next time we meet, it's probably gonna be another episode of grinding. I'm sorry guys, but We kinda need the money. Money's a bit too scarce nowadays to ignore it. Also, we were lucky and we got a few bets that are gonna be fairly easy to get. And with those bets, we might be able to, I say might, we might be able to purchase an actual car that's going to be as useful as this one. I wish for a gladiator or a rocket as usual, because, you know, I kind of said that like 20 billion times already, but, you know, that's what I want. And if we're lucky, that's what we're going to get next episode. Because, although, let's do some math. We have spending power, we have about like, let's say 450, $4,500. That's what we have currently in the worth of spending money. That's counted the cars and the cash we currently have. So if we have that, and we go and buy and sell all those cars, so we need about $5,500 if we want to buy a rocket. A gladiator, I believe, is 8,000, which would be doable. We have a moth left in betting, so we can actually do that bet to reset the cars at junkyard if need be. We also has a few bets we can do at the other betting place, so technically I believe with the amount of chance we have to find the actual rocket, we should be able to get that. We should. Anyways, that was an easy win. That's an arrow. So now we have that plus 3,000, that's 6,000. That would bring us to 7,000. Yeah, we'll have to do all of these, to be quite frank. Not much we can undo without that. Also, that's a duel, so that one should be forever easy. I tend to say that duels are a bit easier than actual races because A, you can just fishtail a guy like a dick, and B, you don't have the other guys in front of you that blocking the way or trying to do the fishtail again. So it's a lot easier to win those races when they have little friends with them. Also, I'm really looking forward to see what they have at the junkyard after we do all the 3 main bets. Again, might not be able to be enough to buy anything decent, but if the need arise, I'll see if I cannot. I'll check. It depends how much money we have after all of these races. If we don't have enough, I'll probably save and go to the other guy's betting place and see if there's anybody who has a fairly easy bet to win. If there is, I'll probably do those bets and see how much we're gonna be, or how much we're gonna have in our wallet at the end of this. If we're lucky, if we can get about like 10,000 worth of spending money, we're golden. If we can't, we're gonna be a bit of a pickle because we're again gonna have to rely on a single car to carry us through the entire eve. And as you've seen this particular episode, if things go wrong, having only a single car that's good can make you in a situation where it's a bit annoying. You have to spend a lot of money to keep it alive, and obviously we don't want that because the money we want it in our pockets and nowhere else. And when I meant that grinding when I meant that one of the reasons why we are missing money currently is because we didn't do that. Now you're kind of seeing why I say that you kind of need to do those bets if you want to have a decent car at the end of the game. Because they are extremely, and I really mean it, they are extremely useful for gathering money. If you don't do them, it's bad. Also, if investing in a really good car is a good idea for money making when you're doing this with all the betting and all stuff, because the faster your car is, the easier the bets are, so the easier it is to make money. So consider upgrading your car an investment, technically, because if you're going to do this game properly and not try to skip as much betting as I did, chances are that at this point you'll have a fairly good car or a huge chunk of money in your pocket. If you do have a huge chunk of money in your pocket, you should consider investing a little bit of that money into better cars so you can actually win even more bets. Because again, money in this game equals to better cars, and better cars equals to more money, and more money equals to more fun. Easy as that. But then again, let's just win this and see what we have in store at the garage. Actually, I really hope they're gonna have the car we want. If they're not, I think I'm gonna have to try to just play with the RNG as much as possible by doing a bit of oh no, that's bad. Come on, come on, back button, back button. I hate those. When they happen in the regular EVA mode, I'm like, okay, I might lose the race. It's not that bad. I can actually get back in the next race, but get back in first. But when I flip in a bet, I'm like, oh god, this is so freaking bad. Mostly because I don't want to load my game. If I was alone, it would be okay, safe scum. But since it's a let's play, I try to not do that. It kind of goes against the rule of let's playing safe scumming. Well, I believe so. Unless you're playing XCOM, that game's cheap sometimes, so you know. Safe scumming, I encourage safe scumming in XCOM, but not in this game. Last bet. That should bring us to a grand total about 5,500 plus 3, $8,500 approximately. Which is fairly interesting, to say the least. It's close to what we need to be able to purchase the car we want, but it's still... No, you're not, fish telling me. It's still a little bit short. Again, I'll go check if there's a gladiator out there. If there is a gladiator, I'll be buying it. If there's not, I'll have to go check at the other guy betting place to see if, again, repeating myself, see if there's any dude that we can just rip off. I wonder if there's gonna ever be a sequel to that game. It seems like it would be fun to have a sequel to this. It's one of those games that just, even though they're pretty old, they still age pretty well. So they're still fun to play, but you know, it's really kind of cool to have a sequel with like a bit more shine and a bit more, how can I say, mechanics to it. Maybe better, a more precise damage model where you can actually have a section of the car damage instead of a life gauge, or maybe cut again. Seriously, just give me my back button. I wish the back button would be always enabled, because you wouldn't have to wait until your car slides on the roof for quite a while. Also, sometimes the game just doesn't give you the back button at all. It happens to me a few times where I would just flip on the side, but because I wasn't like on the side enough, the game would just be like, you know what, no back button for you. And it happened twice on the same curve. I really need to be more careful about that curve. Let's see. Let's just see how much. Okay, 5,500. Let's drive around a little bit. Also, let's go grab our cars back at our own. Actually, you know what? The scrapyard's a bit closer, so I'll check the scrapyard first, and if there's anything, we'll actually go and sell those cars right now. If there isn't, I'll call the episode off right now, and we're gonna continue this. Oh, that's bad for the money. We're gonna continue this next episode because currently I need to go and check if the recording hasn't crapped out yet. If it did, I'm gonna be fairly sad. Let's see. Crap! Again, a rocket. I hate that, guys. Giving me a rocket is like... It's like, dude, you should grab more money to buy it. But I'm like, I wish, but I can't. The game's like, why not? Because I haven't did a lot of betting for the rest of the game, so I kinda a little short on the money. The game's like, yeah, it's your entire fault for that. And I'm like, I know. Sorry, game. Should have did a little bit more betting. Actually, you know what? Screw this. Let's save again. Hopefully the recording doesn't crash. And let's actually do this. Let's go. Let's see if fate is gonna give us the ability to purchase the rocket. We are technically missing 2 grand for this. We should be able to get it depending on how the bets are. If the bets are good here. Remember, they were pretty bad. They are pretty bad. Actually, I think we won't be able to get this episode. These actual yeah, they're all suicide rays, which means that they're gonna cost more than what they're gonna give me. For a simple reason that, you know, suicide races are very expensive in repairs. Which means that for now, I think we only have one option left, which is the actual trial race that I really don't like, by the way. Yeah, I'll have to do this, even though I don't think they're gonna give us enough money for it as well. So let's see. Yeah, it's not enough. Hey, that might cover the repair costs from all the bets we did. So I guess that's something? Question mark. It's kind of bad, to be quite frank. I really wanted a rocket, but I do believe we're not gonna be able to get it. Also, those pipe here are quite in a bit of in the way. Obviously, that's the purpose, but you know, I want to complain because. Come on. Yeah. Good landing. It's okay. We're still in time. I kind of hate those points for a simple reason that they're so small that you're always afraid that you're actually gonna step like just besides them. That's one reason why I don't like them that much. I wish a checkpoint would be more like an actual checkpoint, you know, with 2 poles and you have to drive beneath them. Also, the fact that having poles makes it a little bit more visible because sometimes you just don't see them. It's really annoying. Also, when you jump, you can't really turn, so having a checkpoint there is kind of a dick move. But then again, it is a trial, so if it would be easy, it would be kind of defeat the point of a trial. Oh crap, that's bad. Let's straighten up. It's 11 seconds, which means we should be able to do the other one technically. Let's just see how much money they're offering, if it's any good. $200. Yeah, it's not worth it, unfortunately. Let's see if it actually reset the cars at the junkyard one last time. Kinda wish it did, because to be quite frank, I'm kinda getting depressed at our wallet, and I wish we could get something decent for the price, but the thing is, we just don't have enough. We just don't. And the bets are not worth enough money to risk it. Again, the repair costs are kind of gonna be greater than what we're gonna get out of it. Also, the trial is a lot of work for a little bit of money. I do know that they give you a lot of money later. Yeah, they don't even reset it. You know what? Just for the sake of tempting fate one last time, we are going to do the last bet at the other guy's place. If we're lucky, the moth is gonna be our savior. Because I don't really mind that $40, but the thing is, if the $40, I'm pretty sure it does reset the scrapyard, so we should be able to see a new selection of cars. Anyways, I really hope so. Let's see. Eddie Del Castro. Let's do this. You pretty much have no chance, but let's do this anyways. Oh god, yeah, you and your friend definitely don't have a chance. Haul a bunch of compacts. And pretty low tiers one. I mean, there's a top, a muff, it's like, and a digit. It's like, damn. That is some pretty lame cars. So let's go banker. Massive $40. Hopefully see if there's anything interesting. I'm kind of getting obsessed at this point. I won my damn car. Again, one could argue that the Venom is a really good one, but still, I want my damn car. And I really want it. Also, I'll probably start, yeah, I'll have no choice. I think from now on, I'll basically do a few bets after each Eve. Off-screen or on-screen, depending on how I feel. If I notice that you guys don't really want to see bets, I'll just do it off-screen. But if you do want it, I'll keep doing this like that. It is going to make longer episodes, but I don't really mind it. Of course, it's going to take forever to upload, but I'm ready to bite the bullet for you guys. Kinda wish that connection here was better, but you know, here in good old Canada, in the good old French province of Quebec, we don't really have decent connections. Well, in terms of upload speed at least, we have like 1.5 megabytes a second, and it costs an arm and a leg. So, yeah. That is the good old lack of competition and monopoly. Kinda wish the government would do something to, you know, get a bit of people here to have a bit of competition. But to be quite frank, they're probably not gonna do that because they're probably enjoying the tax they're getting out of those absurd amount of money that they're charging us. Too much. Yeah, for governments. But you know, they have to get their money at some point. I just wish they would try to get their money a little somewhere else than in the middle class pockets. And more into the actual big corporate giants by doing stuff that might reduce the expense of the middle class and actually makes the upper class have a little bit more problems with being taxed. But anyways, you're shitting me, right? Right? You're basically giving me, again, a rocket. A different color at least, but god damn it. There is a mongoose, however, that is decent, but it's not worth it. Oh god damn it. Let's repair that car and be on our way. Next episode, we'll try to keep that car alive for a little bit longer so that we don't actually have to finish Eve with something else than the Venom. And if we're lucky, we're gonna have enough money to purchase a rocket next actual race. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this episode, guys. Hailtothebreak here, and hope you enjoy as always. And I'll see you later. See you guys.